أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فلما دخلوا من حيث أمرهم أبوهم ما كان يغني عنهم من الله من شيء ما كان يغني عنهم من الله من شيء إلا حاجة في نفس يعقوب قضاها وإنه لذو علم لما علمناه ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون. فلما دخلوا على يوسف آوى إليه أخاه قال إني أنا أخوك فلا تبتئس بما كانوا يعملون. فلما جهزهم بجهازهم جعل السقاية في رحل أخيه ثم أذن مؤذن أيتها العير إنكم لسارقون. قالوا وأقبلوا عليهم ماذا تفقدون قالوا نفقد صواع الملك ولمن جاء به حمل بعير وأنا به زعيم. صدق الله العظيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا وطبيب قلوبنا أبو القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Adabas. I'm honored to be in the presence of most esteemed scholars and honorable guests. My heartiest felicitation for Mr. Moinuddin Nawab for organizing this event of peace and love and unity. But what better can be an example than our holy prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The world was in complete darkness of oblivion and ignorance when Prophet Muhammad was sent as a warner and as an informer. He came to be known as Bashir, the giver of glad tidings, and Nazir, one who cautions and alerts. Furthermore, he was also addressed in the Holy Quran as Sirajul Munir, the bright shining lamp, the one who illuminated the entire universe with his message of peace, love, tolerance, and forgiveness. The merciful Prophet adorned the world to which the Quran testifies. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. A mercy for realms and worlds, not alone for Muslim Ummah, any particular sect, caste or creed, but for the entire humanity for all times and ages to come. Mercy and compassion is what constitutes the foundation of the Holy Prophet's universal message. The very beginning statement, Bismillah, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent and the Most Merciful, that comes before each of the 113 chapters of Quran, has become a symbolic of Islam, with Prophet Muhammad as the flag bearer. He is also known as in Surah Anbiya that we sent you not but as a mercy for all creatures, discriminated not in perspective of caste, color, or creed, but on the contrary, on the grounds of all the living creatures which are breathing and living. In relationships, he always smiled. Not a bad word his mouth passed. Not a bad word passed his mouth. History knows about it. He never reprimanded for the people's mistakes, and thus became symbolic of God's greatest creation. Therefore, sometimes he was known as Taha, Yasin, Sadiq, and Amin. Imam Ali alayhi salam, who spent most of his time with Prophet Muhammad, narrates, those who saw him were in awe of him, and those who interacted with him were enamored by him. Prophet Muhammad's message emerged in the utter darkness of the age of ignorance about a century and a half ago. It pierced the feudal society that was harsh to the core towards those in its area of influence, whereby persecution of slaves remained a common practice. Women were looked down upon as mere objects and sold as property to the highest bidder. Female infants were buried way before the first cry in the name of honor. In the midst of such chaos, Prophet Muhammad adorned the world and transformed it after the first revelation in 610 AD. He earned the title of Sadiq and Amin much before his attaining the prophethood. By the way, on a lighter note, somebody recently has been stripped of the Sadiq and Amin title, and we all know who. Prophet Muhammad's testimony, to which the numerous Quranic legends sect testimony says that at times he was also known as Ya Ayyuhal Lazina. He addressed the humanity. Ya Ayyuhal Lazina, O human beings, O people, and not O Muslims. The Islamic terrorism witnessed in today's world is tearing apart the common belief system of our community, as well as the respect attached to it at the hands of the enemy's plot of creating discord between the sects, whereas in Ayatul Kursi it's clearly revealed that there is no compulsion in deen, la ikraha fi deen. The religious amnesty granted to the Christians of Najran. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, this is my humble request to honor the sacred message of the Holy Prophet and come under the umbrella of the oneness of Allah, respect each other for what they are, as we have one God, one Quran, one universal messenger, and one common message of peace, love, and compassion. Thank you very much.
الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد الصادق الوعد الأمين وعلى إخوانه النبيين والمرسلين ورضي الله عن أمهات المؤمنين وآل الطيبين الطاهرين وعن الخلفاء الراشدين وعن أئمة المهتدين وعن أولياء الصالحين أما بعد. मैं अपने आप को बहुत खुशनसीब समझता हूँ कि मैं इन आला हज़रात के दरमियान हूँ. My brothers and sisters in Islam, dear friends, I would like to start with the statement of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm sorry if I cannot speak more Urdu, but inshallah next time I promise. The statement of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when He says in the Holy Quran, Quran al-Kareem, Surah Al-Anbiya, as before of course one of sisters and brother mentioned, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. O Muhammad, we did not send you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, O Muhammad, we did not send you except to be a mercy to all. And indeed, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam received the mercy of Allah to mankind. He received it to mankind. And when he recited, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. And over 23 years, my brothers and sisters, of his glorious life, the mercy of Allah was completed upon all men. اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام. Today, he says, Allah says, today we have perfected your religion, religious law for you, and have bestowed upon you the full measure of my blessing, and I am pleased to be Islam as your religion. My brothers and sisters, the Holy Quran was completed. The word of Allah was finished upon man, and the mercy of Allah, the Quran, will continue to the end of the world and beyond, inshallah. My brothers and sisters, from the start, the Prophet ﷺ started equally, spread equally the mercy of Allah to his family, friends, companions, tribes, and the rest of the world. No supremacy between any tribes or his family. No supremacy for anyone except bittaqullah. Ya ayyuhan nas, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم. It's a very important. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, brothers, I know many people talking and doesn't heed the word of Allah when it comes. It's still just talking. It's the word of Allah. We should hear it and hear it and hear it and hear it again. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, O behold, O mankind, behold, we have created you from the one male and no female, and have made you into the nation and tribes, so that you might come to know one another. You come to see one another, to hear one another, to know one another. Verily the noblest of you in the sight of Allah is the person who is conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's called taqwa. My brothers and sisters in Islam, the Quran was completed as a gift and mercy from Allah to His worshippers. 113 of 114th chapter of Quran start with the mercy of Allah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Islam is peace and mercy to mankind, my brothers and sisters. Mercy to mankind. And Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the deliverer of this mercy. There is a narration that says about the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. They say he resembled a prophet who was harmed by his people. He wiped the blood from his face and said, "Oh God, forgive my people, for they know not." That was of course Prophet Isa alayhi salam. Ya Ahl al-Kiram, my brothers and sisters, one time the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam went to Taif. It was the start of Islam. Went to Taif to preach the Islam. And somebody said, break his head. The blood was coming from his face. His feet was broken, almost broken, and the blood was in his shoes. But still he was giving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's message. And of course Allah sees that. And Allah sees that and He says, He sent the Gabriel alayhi salam, Jibreel alayhi salam. Jibreel alayhi salam said, Ya Rasulullah. Jibreel come, say, Ya Rasulullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees this. Or people who understand or not. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees this. And He sent the angel of mountains to in your order. These are the things which I'm saying, my brothers, in a khutbahs of course, university. He came. Angel came and said, Ya Rasulullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send us here. Send us here for you. Order us. We crush 2 mountains in the people and destroy them. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam looked at his people. Looked at his people and looked at angels. And remembered the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. And He said to the angels, how could I destroy these people? These people are worshippers of Allah. These people are worshippers of Allah, and alhamdulillah, all came to Islam. That was the character of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the mercy. Remember, we can come back to it. My brothers and sisters, it was mercy of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Brothers and sisters, we know that Allah is the source of the peace. I'm talking to the brothers. We know that Allah is the source of the peace. This is I'm trying to come into the point. Allah is the source of the peace. If you don't, read the Surah Al-Rahman. And we know that the Holy Quran is a mercy from Allah to us. Mercy. It came from the mercy. And we know that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is a mercy to all. Is that right? Is that mercy to all or not?
Yes.
My brothers and sisters, the question is, which one of these we follow when we kill each other mercilessly and so violently? Muslim, we all follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His book and His messenger. Anyone goes follow these are true Muslim, regardless of whether they call themselves Shia, they call themselves Sunni, they call themselves anything else. All are Muslim and brothers. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. My brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran al-Kareem, وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ أَن يَقْتُلَ مُؤْمِنًا. There is impossible a mu'min kill another mu'min except the jahala, except accident. وَمَنْ يَقْتُلَ مُؤْمِنًا مُتَعَمِّدًا. It's very important we know, brothers and sisters, what is happening in the world. We're talking about the stories, we're talking about the books, we're talking about everything but the people dying. We have to sort it out, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I need to say good evening because I think 100% यहाँ पे तो Muslims हैं. Firstly, Moin, आपको congratulations. It's a lovely gathering. My first time आपकी gathering में आई, like you said, हर दफा invitation देते थे, नहीं आना होता था. But I am very pleasantly surprised to be over here. दो चीज़ें मैं obviously like Barrister Saab said and I agree, you know, I concur with him completely. I'm not going to preach to the converted. Over here everybody's Muslim और वो काम मैं उन्हीं के हाथ में छोड़ती हूँ जो कि वो काम कर सकते हैं. So I'm not going to talk about Islam. I'm going to talk about things that we need to do to better ourselves. I was speaking with the Sheikh over there earlier.
No, we're here.
There you are, yes. What a pleasant conversation we had.
Sheikh Ramzy.
Sheikh Ramzy, yes. And I was told, you know, this is about Muslims being under one umbrella and he covers a lot of sects of Muslims. And you said you thought about all the Muslims together. But the need of the day is to have people from other faiths, because we're living in a very diverse community. We need a mixture of people. We need the man of cloth from the Christian community. We need some Jewish people over here. And हम लोग को वो लोग चाहिए जो कि आके बैठ के हम लोगों के पीस की बातें सुने. So next time I hope 500 में से कम 100 लोग आप diverse community से बुलाएंगे. Thank you very much.
तेरे टुकड़ों पे पले गैर की सबके नाम स्पेशल जो हमारी आस्ताना फैमिली, ये सारी आस्ताना की फैमिली है. बड़ी बड़ी दूर से बेलविंगम डस्टर कहाँ से तशरीफ लाए, मैं उनका शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ. तो ये पहला शेर आया, मैं हूँ सरकार मदीना का गदा, जो भी मांगो मुझे सरकार अता करते हैं. निस्बत उनके नौकर का फरिश्ते भी हया करते हैं. और आज भी अफलाक से आती आज भी अफलाक से आती है सदा. सब क्या सदा आती है? उनको जन्नत की बशारत दे दो, उनको जन्नत की बशारत दे दो, जो शहंशाह मदीना की सना सुनते. उनको जन्नत की बशारत दे दो, जो शहंशाह मदीना की सना करते हैं. जो अपने लिए एक शेर पढ़ने लगा जो भी मांगा मिला उनके करम का जो भी मांगा मिला उनके करम का सदका जिंदगी जितनी भी अब बाकी है उनके कदमों में गुजर जाए दुआ करते हैं। वहां लगे कि मैं कोशिश कर दूंगा और आखिरी शेर और उनके हो जाओ उनके हो जाओ तो हर चीज तुम्हारी होगी उनके हो जाओ तो हर चीज तुम्हारी होगी ये सारे एजाज फजीलत वाले मेरे आका हाकी किस्मत से विदा करते हैं निस्बत निस्बत शाहिद आलम की कसम उनके नौकर का फरिश्ते भी हया आज की महफिल के हवाले से मैं एक शेर अपने जो हमारे यहाँ तशरीफ सिस्टर बैठे उनके लिए आखिरी शेर है ये बात किस कदर हंसी जो कह गए मोइनुद्दीन के दीन की पनाह हुसैन है मेरा बादशाह हुसैन है क्या हुसैन है मेरा बादशाह हुसैन है नारे तकबीर नारे रिसालत नारे हैदरी।
Which sect you belong to? He said, I belong to the sect of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So in Islam, all sects I respect, every sect, but let me tell you that we are first Muslim and then something else. And the day we have the spirit, and the day we start thinking that we are one and the same, whether we are Sunni, Shia, Wahhabi, or whatever we may call it, but we go down our head before Allah. So we are Muslims first and then something else. And there will be no exploitation on this planet. Let me tell you that we, the Muslims, we brought the message of Allah through Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And there is a message of peace, love, unity, patience. And one of my very learned speaker was here and he mentioned about Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that a woman who was not Muslim, she was kafir, and her conduct was very obnoxious. with Prophet. But Prophet was so very fondly went to her place when he found her missing. He walked up to her, and when he had gone to her, she embraced Islam. So Islam is a religion. The spirit of Islam is peace, tranquility. And we are today being exploited. Let me very frankly say that we are being exploited. I don't want to quote certain quotations and version of some of the Western people. I have the version that to neutralize the emerging power of Islam, there is only one way, and that is to bring them at clash with each other. And we are the victim of this exploitation. Let's get out of it. Let's now forget about our petty differences and stand together as a Muslim, irrespective of our association with any sect. They also suggested, proposed one of the topics to be introduced in the next course. And the topic was Islamic terrorism. The moment he said Islamic terrorism is the topic that we are going to introduce the next course, I said, hold on, Mr. So-and-so. There is no Islamic terrorism. The terrorism is terrorism, and terrorism doesn't have any religion. The terrorism doesn't have any boundaries. And if you say Islamic terrorism, I'll say Christian terrorism. How would you feel that? I said, have you gone through the book of Islam, the Quran? If you've not gone through, please go through. We condemn terrorism. Our religion condemns terrorism. We believe in humanity. Humanity is the biggest religion, and Islam endorses humanity on the top of it. And there was a shut-up call, and after that he didn't mention about this. And the same terminology was floated all over the world. And again, now you see the propaganda going on all over, but it has been realized that Islam, now there is a sense of realization that Islam preaches peace, tranquility, love, unity, and above all, the humanity. So, the world perception about Islam is altogether at conflict with the ground realities. Anybody having beard, perhaps it was a negative message. Today, even in the United States, in the West, they have started accepting that Muslims, Islam negates terrorism. Today there is an understanding. So understanding is coming up because of the ulama, because of the community. You represent Pakistan. Each one of you is an ambassador of our beloved country, and your contribution towards Islam is unprecedented. I'm proud of all of you, and I'm proud of Mr. Moinuddin Nawab that today is organized such a gathering.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Namdahu wa nusalli ala Rasulul Kareem. Most distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to tell you anything about religion at all, because you are here for the last 2.5 hours. What I will definitely want to tell you is, what is your responsibility? It is no good just praising ourselves here and praising our religion when out there they don't believe what you are. And that is what you have to do. And I'm afraid I haven't heard so far, what are we supposed to do? And I think if you give me 5 minutes, I'll tell you what people think about you, and I'll tell you what I think that we need to do, and we will take it from there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here. Indeed, a privilege to have an opportunity to speak to you. I would like to start by expressing my sincere thanks to the organizer for extending this invitation to me. I would like to here recognize Ishtiyaq Saab and my sister Nasima Wani, because they are the true representative, and if our faith has failed somebody, the Kashmiris are there, and I think thank you very much for coming. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Islam is a religion of peace, love, harmony. It is a complete way of, it's a complete code of practice and a comprehensive one. If we didn't believe in that, obviously nobody will be Muslim in this particular room. But, ladies and gentlemen, is that what is perceived by other people? I'm afraid not. If it is not, then that is the perception which we have to put right. And how do we put the perception right? Because I wanted to tell you what we are perceived of outside. And then I wanted to tell you what I think we need to do. But I'm sure that it will take more than 5 minutes. And I'm not going to speak to you today for this, because I think, with all due respect, I think what we have done so far, we have been sitting together, but we have achieved nothing. Because at the end of the day, if we don't know how to put ourselves right, how we are going to present to the society and the community here. And I think just getting together is not going to help us at all. I think individually we have to work ourselves. We become Muslims.
बहुत शुक्रिया। Thank you very much. Second award is going to our very respectable, honorable friend Sheikh Ramzy, and he's Imam of Oxford University, and he is serving his life for Islam, and we are really feel proud that he is a part of International Pakistani Writers Club, and the second award is going to Sheikh Ramzy, please. Sheikh Dr. Ramzy.
Yes. MashaAllah. Congratulations. Very well done. Thank you.
Thank you. अगला हमारे अब्दुल रऊफ काजी साहब जो हैं